Right then, here we are, back again. So, perch fishing this week. Well, I came yesterday, complete blank. Today it's been a bit more eventful, shall we say, but it's been the wrong species. I'm not going to tell you where I'm fishing at the moment. If you want to know where I'm fishing, I will tell you. Just give me a private message on my Facebook page, and I'll tell you about the place and what have you. I want to try and keep it a little bit of a secret, because it is a very good perch water. Now, there is some very big perch in this particular lake. It's not massive. I bet it's what, probably 80 yard, 100 yard long, possibly. It's probably about 30 yard wide. It's about 2 foot deep, 2.5 foot deep. Now, I was under the impression that it was just perch in here and a little fry, but I was wrong today because I caught 2 carp. One about £2, the other one were about between £5 and £6. And I didn't catch nothing at all yesterday in the 6-7 hours I was here, or the time before that. But yesterday, I must admit, yesterday the weather was it was very sunny, quite warm. Today it's more overcast, a bit more of a breeze on the water. I'm only fishing in the margins, I'm not fishing far out. Just like I say, it's this little chuck to the other side and 2 big trees. I'll show you in a second. And the bait approach is just pretty much maggots and king prawn. I'm fishing very, very light. I've got a pound test curve rod, I'm £6 line, I've got a £5 hook link and a little maggot feed. I'll show you it all later. I normally do quite well on that setup, but for some reason, nothing. But the funniest thing is yesterday when I was talking to the bailiff, as I was talking to him, literally a massive perch, he was jumped out just in front of us. And same a bit earlier on before when I was talking to him. So they are in here. I thought I would have had one by now, but no, nothing. So it's not a bad little water. No one really pesters you up here, neither. No one comes up here. And out of the 3 times I've been on, there was a guy yesterday that come on. I think he was on for about half an hour and then buggered off. But very rare that people ever come on here. And there's I've been moving about pretty much today, backwards and forwards, top, bottom, middle. This morning I started off at the bottom end, which is just down there, far end. I was there, and every time I looked up here there was something jumping, so I thought I'll go back into the middle like I was yesterday. I put quite a few maggots out last night before I left, and I thought, well, I'll go back there. And I was fishing out in the middle, roughly about halfway out, just on my float rod earlier on with a few maggots over a worm. And within 10 minutes I had 2 fish. So yeah, it's coming spring soon, so next month, at the beginning of next month, I'll be linear fisheries probably every week, 2 or 3 days a week, till it gets on. So I'm off next weekend as well. I don't know where to go fishing yet. I might go and do it at roach fishing. I might even come back here and try and crack this one. We'll have to see. So, anyway, for now, I'll speak to you all soon. I'll show you all the baits and stuff later on, what I'm doing, and try and make this blog last. I don't think I'm going to catch nothing else. But you see, the problem is the gate's shut at 5, so that's probably the best time. So you need to be packed up, everything loaded up, by about 4:45. So you're starting to pack up about 4:15. And even your last, it's a 1 rod rule on here, so I'm only fishing with 1 rod at a time. And it's like, you just don't have the time. That witching hour is just, you can't make it because the gate's shut, and they're strict. So it's one of them. But it's a nice little place, really. Right, I'll stop waffling. I'll speak to you soon. Right then. So where am I at now? I've just reeled in and have another cast. The sun's back out again, as you can see. It's actually quite warm. I was float fishing, that's why I cut the 2 carp on. I've binned that idea off. So pretty much now I'm just trying to stick to that one corner that I'm been baiting all day, and I'm hoping just before I go something will take it. Now, problem is I do like to use ground bait when I'm perch fishing, but the problem is you're not allowed to use ground bait at this particular venue. You've got some quite strict rules, and one of them is you can't use ground bait. Now, usually if I do go perch fishing, I mean, I've not really done much blogging really for the perch fishing over the years on my channel. I should do more really. But if I go perch fishing, I tend to buy the Sonia baits, the worm ground bait. And I always, well, before that I just used to use a lot of fish meal, pretty much like halibut and something fishing, put additives to it. But because I'm not allowed to use it here, this particular lake, what I'm doing is I'm getting myself a tub, a bait tub, and I'm putting a load of maggots in there, I'm putting a load of worm in there, and I'm putting a load of shrimp, prawn in there, and I'm just giving it a good chopping, and I'm adding these liquid additives. The worm one, and obviously the best one of all I think is Predator Plus. I put a load of that stuff in, give it a good mix in. Because I'm only fishing in the margins, I can just walk down and chuck it in. And big red cloud, I think it's brilliant stuff, to be fair, that Predator Plus. So that's one way around it, or the other way around it is use a bit of soil. You know, if you bring a riddle with you, if you find a mole or just dig a bit of soil up, put it through your riddle, cover it all in your liquids and stuff, and the worm and chopped worm and chopped prawn, and just chuck that in the margins. That's what I would do, but on this particular session I just use the liquid and just give it a good mush up and just chuck it in. So that's my baiting approach pretty much towards the perching for the last couple of days, but I've had nothing. It just, like the bailiff was saying yesterday, he says, you know, it should turn on sometime soon, but perch you can catch them through the winter quite often. But I don't know, it just seems a bit tricky really. So what I've done, I've come along and I'm fishing halfway down now, like I said to you before. I was in that bottom corner, but I saw fish jumping up here, so my head was saying get my arse up here, so I did. Obviously I caught 2 bloody carp, and I have seen the odd perch jump out. You know, we did this morning, me and Bailiff, when we were talking. Same yesterday, they were jumping out just in front of me here in this swim. So it's just like I've just got a corner. I've picked an area where there's like a couple of bushes coming out to either side, and there's a big divot. I've just been pretty much casting into there most of the morning and a bit of this afternoon, and been firing maggots over with a catapult. You know, I've walked around, I've chucked some stuff in, some gunging and what have you, and prawn and worm, and with the liquids mixed in, and I'm hoping this afternoon, before I've got to go, something's going to take it, but fingers crossed. I can't see it, but you know, it's a bit of a tricky one really. I was hoping to catch yesterday, to be fair. I wanted to go to Ethwaite's Water again and try and catch another roach, a couple of roach, big roach, but I thought no, I'm going to have to come back here and try and catch one of these bloody perch. So that's pretty much it really, that's where I'm at. Bait wise, I'm just using king prawn. Got loads of king prawn. I brought a kilo with me. You know, I chop a lot of them up and what have you. I get them through work then. They're about 10 quid a kilo where I get them from through work. Obviously I've got the liquids, I've got a couple of pints of maggots, I brought half a kilo of worm, and it's just like I'm always keeping the maggots going in, keeping them small, let them fry about, you know, keep the maggots going in, and hopefully one would have took it. But the rig, very simple, it's just a loop to loop for the different hook links, the main line. On the main line I've put my feeder on first. I've got a little feeder, it's only a 20 gram feeder just to keep a bit of bait out there, and I put a rubber stop, and then I put the rubber stop once I've done the loop to loop up against the knot so it doesn't pass. And it's alright for tangles, don't tangle too badly, you know, very rarely I get a tangle with it. You know, no rig's 100% bulletproof. And I've got an 18-inch fluorocarbon 5-pound leader with a size 12 wide gape, like a claw hook. from Coram. And that's pretty much it really. It's not rocket science, it's a one rod rule, so I'm just straightforward. These are the king prawns that I get, quite big things, big and raw. I pull the tail off the end. Let's get the end bit like it's a bit crispy. Let's pull it off. It is a big piece, my hook's too small for that, to be fair. So what I do is I just cut it down, that's all I ever do. Cut it in half. And I use the tail end of it, and that's all I use. That's pretty much it. Because I've run out of Predator Plus, I was putting a bit on the actual, my hands are all red. I was dosing some of these prawn up in it. Because I've run out, this one's going to have to go out as it is. But all I'm doing is just very simple. I just hook it through the back. That's all I'm doing, pretty much. But you know, it's caught me perch elsewhere as this rig, but not this past couple of days. That's fishing for you, I suppose. So I say I'm off next weekend. The sun's beaming out now, so I thought they'd get a perch during the daytime. It's going to be easy, but I'm going to put it back. I'm going to leave it out there. I'm going to keep casting me, putting some maggots out over the top of it. I'll try and keep the swim alive, and hopefully, before I go home tonight, someone's going to take it. Touch wood. So yeah, I've not been out for a while due to work reasons. That's the only reason why there's never no videos being put up. You know, we've all got to work, we've all got to pay bills, haven't we? So not everybody can go fishing every day of the week, you know, and get paid for it. It would be nice, but at the end of the day, I could only put videos up when I've done them. And sometimes I won't always do a video just for doing sake. It's like I'm doing this particular one. I've been asked a few times if I do one about this place. You know, the lads I've been talking to from the first time I came up, which was a few weeks since, I had no joy then neither. So I thought, yeah, I'll do a quick one on what I'm doing, and it's not a massive late, but now I know where it is, I can keep coming, and hopefully I could catch one or two in the future, or hopefully tonight. Some of them are massive, they go to over £4 apparently. There's loads of 3s and 2s, and oh my god, I saw some pictures of the bailiff last time, the first time I come on. He showed me some pictures on his phone of how many you were putting like 12 or 20, so they're perching, and they're all over £2. And there's some big fish to be had. So right, that's me waffling. I'll get this stuck out and I'll report back later to see how it happened. And we'll see how we get on, shall we say. Right, I'll speak to you all soon. Right then, that's pretty much it now then. It's getting to, what time is it? 4:25. I'm going to start getting packed up and I'm going to be out by 5, unfortunately. So I reckon it's next week I'll be back up here. Yeah, sorry about the vlogs. I mean, I've just been working, I've not been able to get out, but as from or next week really. Pretty much every week I can be out now, 2 days a week, and most of March, most of April and most of May I've got 3 days a week off to go and do my tench fishing at Linear and wherever. So sorry there's no fish. Thanks for watching. Like I say, I will be back out next week. Thanks for being patient, and a happy new year to everybody. I've not said that I don't think yet. So it's fishing in it. Better luck next week I reckon. So if I do catch up I will get on the camera for you. So speak to you all soon. Thanks again.